Hey, 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 hey. Hey, everybody's got that something. Diva, halo, halo, halo. Diva, yeah, 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 yeah. Check this out. We are in session 5 of the 10-week law seminar. 10-week law seminar. Am I going to get some people to come on up in here? We are in session 5 of the 10-week law seminar. Come on in. Had to get some things straight. Come on in. We are in session 5 of the 10-week seminar. Am I in this thing? All right, by now somebody should have been coming in. All right. I might not be in the right room. I hope I am. I think I'm not. Doggone it. All right. I'm in the right room. What? Thank you, UNA. Why am I not seeing my messages? All right. Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly, UNA? Did my tags not work? Because normally, what's going on? Did my tags not work? I know a lot of people have sent me a lot of requests letting me know that they want to come to the session. I'm here now. Where you at? Where you at? Where are you? All right, so let me see. We're going to get on this thing today. All right, can you hear me clearly? Make sure I don't have this thing on private. Because I could be on private. Am I on private? If I am, but I need to take that off. And how you do that, once you go live, I don't know how you do that. Make sure I'm not on private. Because I don't think, as a matter of fact, let me see. I want to make sure, because I don't want to go into this session and it's private. I have a lot of people upset with me. Yes, I am what? Am I on, is this thing on private? Let me check to see, because this thing could be on private, and if it's on private, that's a really big mistake, because I just tagged 1 million people, and I'm not going to be able to. Oh, I'm private. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can take this off of private. Let's see. I'm not gonna do this over. Let me see if I can get this thing off private. Okay. Let me see. I don't want to do this over. Okay, let me see if I can get this thing off private. I do not want to have to do this over. Hold on. Sheesh. No, don't be laughing. Who put this thing on private? Shoot. All right then. You know what? All right. I'm ready to come off of private, and then I'll be back because I got to tag my folks. Somebody put this thing on private. All right. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. All right. So I'm ready to put this. Don't delete this, UNA. Put this up. Let these people know that I was here, and somebody put it on private. All right. I'll be back because I got to tag people. Wait. Somebody came in. Who came in the room? Oh, you took it off private? On public now. All right, so thank you, UNA. My goodness. Hey, hello, hey, Diva. Somebody put this thing on private. Now it's off private. It's public. All right. We went from the private to the public. All right, y'all come on in. I was ready to come out of this thing, and I was going to have to tag everybody. Halo. All right. Y'all can blame UNA for that. That's all I'm going to say. The UNA spirits was at work. How y'all doing? Nene, Valerie, Charlie, hello, brother. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Today, I'm going to tell you, I was here, right? I was here. Somebody had the room on private. Somebody put it on private. And I thought I was going to have to come back and redo everything. But today, what we're discussing is universal laws. We're discussing contract writing, and we're discussing maxims of law. Welcome to week 5. Week 5 of the 10-week law seminar. We're getting into some good stuff. Now, I mean, if y'all haven't gotten, especially the part 2 of the other sessions, y'all wants to go and get them. You all want to go and get them because I've been putting out some stuff, some real serious stuff. Hello, May, Thunder, Gordon, or Cordell. Y'all, thank you all for joining us. And I'm going to tell you what. I just want to talk a little bit before I get started about the things that I am so grateful for. I'm so grateful for, all of you who want to know this information and who want to learn. I'm so grateful for your support for UNA. I'm grateful for the Matriarch 13 who have stepped up and been supportive of all that we're doing here with UNA and with me. I'm thankful for all of the people who have donated to UNA, who've given gifts. Shali, I love you, brother. Atum, love you, brother. Kelvin, love you, brother. Thank you guys for all that you do. Thank you for being here and support. Thank you to Ashe. Ashe has been very instrumental in helping me get all of this up and running. We got a lot of big stuff going on, and we've been able to give gifts, and that is because of the support and everybody who's been working with us. So thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And so, speaking of love, we got these love notes coming up that we give away for UNA money. Yeah, so love notes we're going to be producing and giving to the peoples who support UNA. That's going to be great. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on, and don't forget Divas Court Monday nights, 8 o'clock prime time. So y'all make sure you're there for that, where we give away some prizes, we give away some money, we give away some food, we might give away some more yoga pants. You never know. We got a lot of stuff to give away. And thank you all of my businesses in UNA for your support and love. We appreciate you. We thank you. We love you. All right, let's get on it. Let's get on it, doggone it. Here we go. We're dealing with the universal laws. We're dealing with contract writing and maxims of law. Now, let's talk about this. Universal laws. Universal laws. I have to go into why I even started this because, to be honest with you, I had a lot of people asking me to give them information on things when they're not really ready. I know y'all think, I just want to go and get this land and give me some process. I want to do this. But you have to understand, just because you come from under the laws of this corporation that was known as the United States, that doesn't mean that there are no laws. There are still laws. And this is why I talk so much about the universal laws and the hierarchy of laws, because we have to understand the order. There is an order. And one of the things is, yes, we're coming from under the tyranny to some degree of what was known as the United States Corporation. But you've got to understand, if your integrity is not in order, if your integrity is not in order, you're going to be in worse shape than you ever were under that corporation. You're going to be in worse shape than you ever were under that corporation. Please believe this. So you've got to recognize that a lot of these energies that are coming upon us, they have everything to do with our lack of integrity. And so when we start with, I talk about the universal laws and that everything deals with energies and the energies that you put out. What we're starting to understand is that we are gods. We are gods. And what does that mean when I say that doesn't mean you beat your chest, oh my God, I'm a God. No, because when you understand this, what you start to come into is the understanding that you are responsible for everything in your universe. Every energy in your universe, it is an energy that came to you because you put it out. It came to you because you put it out. Every energy. Every energy. And I'm not going to go into racism and all that because I've spoken on that. Go back and look at my videos. We're going to upload those videos again so that you all can look and understand what's really going on when we're talking about racism and all these other things. Those are energies. And every last one of those energies come from the energy that you put out. You put it out. And so the universe only seeks balance. That's all she does. She seeks balance. And when you understand her laws, then you're going to learn how to walk like a god in this dimension. Again, it's not about beating your chest, because really when you understand, I'm going to tell you, when I first understood what this was, oh, I'm a god, it was a sense of humbleness. I almost felt ashamed, like, damn, look at what I've done. Look at what I have done. And if you are walking around feeling like you're a victim or you're victimized, then you're not ready for this sovereignty that we're talking about. You're not ready for this. Because you can't be walking at this level as a god and then talking about you're a victim. It doesn't work like that. You're either, just like you can't be a citizen and a sovereign. Ain't no sovereign citizen. A citizen is a slave. A sovereign is a god that's self-governed. Which one are you? You can't be both. And so this is why I speak about these universal laws so much, because I am really revealing a lot of esoteric information, a lot. And some of y'all are going to get yourself in so much trouble, it's going to be ridiculous trying to operate under this law, because you don't know how to act as a sovereign. You don't have integrity. You don't understand the energies that you're spraying on this planet. We're going to go into the universal laws today. I hope y'all paying attention, because once again, as I've told many people, you're not going to just walk into this thing and think that you can just write some paperwork and get yourself out of this. You'll come out from under this lower laws and this lower matrix, but you start dealing with the mother. You start dealing with the mother, and you're going to receive an ass whipping like you ain't never received before if you're walking without integrity. So, I need to speak on how these energies work, all right? Now, y'all know, we've got this little matrix thing here that we deal with where we are, we're walking in the matrix, and we've got these quote-unquote codes, statutes, and ordinances. They're not laws. We think they're laws because that's what we've been told. But they're codes, statutes, and ordinances. But we don't think about how the other entities or other beings walk. How do they deal when they don't have these codes, statutes, and ordinances? Energies come upon them because they are gods too in their own dimension. Because when they put out an energy, it must come back. So pay attention. Thank you, UNA. Pay attention, because I need y'all to understand how these energies work. And then I'm going to go into the Maxims of Law briefly, and then I'm going to go into contract writing. But I'm going to tell y'all this story of something that happened to me while I was in Argentina, and how I had to be reminded about how true these laws are. So now, I was at a bus station. I was going from one town to another. And a bus station, meaning a bus terminal, like with the large buses that travel throughout the country. And so I was at a bus terminal, and there, the bus terminals always have a lot of dogs in them. And normally the dogs are very, very well behaved dogs. They get along with the public. The people there treated those dogs like they were good luck charms almost. They coexisted with them without any problems. But at any rate, I remember this one particular case when I was getting ready to go to another town because I had another show to do. And I saw this poodle, this little white poodle coming across the street towards the bus station. And I don't know why in this instant I was thinking, I hope I don't want no stuff. I hope this dog don't bring his behind over here, because I don't want no problems. I don't know why I thought that, because normally these dogs at the bus station, they're very well behaved. But for whatever reason, this day, when I saw that little white poodle coming across that damn street towards that bus station, it was like, okay, please, no stuff. Any rate, the dog gets walks across the street and goes under the gate into the bus station. He comes into the bus terminal. And as soon as he gets close to the bus terminal, another dog within the bus terminal attacks him. And I mean attacks him like it's biting him to where you see the skin pulling up off of the dog. Now I'm standing, it's close to me. I could have done something, but I'm thinking, damn, what that little white poodle do? And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, but I know there's a reason for this energy. Everything happens for a reason. Now I'm seriously, I'm traumatized because I'm like, I should do something, but I ain't ready to do nothing because that dog didn't do nothing to me. I know. But listen, I'm like, I wasn't going to kick the dog because I don't want the energy coming back on me. Look, that dog did something. I don't know what he did, but I'm thinking, what the hell? So at any rate, the dog is going at him. The bigger dog is biting the little white poodle. So this woman comes in to the rescue with her purse. Now, I wrote about this on one of my posts. But she comes into the rescue with her purse and swings at the bigger dog. And so, now, the little white poodle moves away a little bit. And I'm like, damn, Diva, you should have done something. And I'm thinking, but no, what the hell that white poodle do to deserve his ass to get chewed like this? Okay, so carry on. The dog, the poodle stays there. He moves back out into the parking lot. And then the bigger dog jumps on him again. And now the little white poodle is just screaming, and I'm like, damn. Somebody do something, but I ain't gonna do that. So anyway, I should have done. I'm thinking I should have, but I wasn't gonna kick the dog because I know this was an energy, and I'm not gonna put out a negative energy trying to kick this dog. Anyway, two other guys, they separate the dogs again, and then the white poodle moves away a little bit. Now I'm thinking, get your ass off of this property. That's what I'm thinking. Why are you staying? And then the dog attacks him again, and the little white poodle. Okay. So finally, he leaves after somebody separated him for the third time. Now, I'm on the bus and I'm traumatized. I'm like, universe, why in the hell did I need to see this? That's what I'm thinking. Why did I need to see this? I'll tell y'all this story because I'm thinking, I don't know what the hell happened. But I know the laws. I know that little white poodle did something to bring that energy on him. But I'm thinking, he's so cute. What did he do? He couldn't have done nothing to deserve that. He didn't really do nothing. All right. So what ends up happening is that I get on my bus. I go to the next state, wherever I was going to do my show. And I'm like, why did I need to see this? So I'm asking the universe. I don't understand what I just saw. And I'm just thinking, I will never know. I will never know what the hell happened to cause that little white poodle. And I'm feeling bad because I didn't, kick the hell out the big dog, which I could have. But, I'm not, again, I don't put that kind of energy out. I'm not going to do harm to this dog when I know that dog put out an energy. All right. But I was questioning. I'm questioning these universal laws because I'm like, come on now. All right. So I go do my show. And then I ended up back 2 weeks later in this state. And I'm going to make this long story short because I need y'all to understand something. I ended up back in this state 2 weeks later. And I was at a hotel because I had another show to do in the place where I had left. And where the little white poodle was. So anyway, I'm like, okay, I need to warm my voice up. I need to blow my voice out. So I'm going to go to the park and I'm going to, sing loud as I can because I don't like to do that in the hotel. I don't want no problems. So I went to the park and I sing. Now, I used to carry dog food in my bag so I could feed the dogs when they come because they just loud dogs all over the place. And I like to feed them or whatever. And so anyway, I'm sitting there singing, and this big black lab comes up while I'm singing. And, and I decide, okay, let me get him some food. And I'm pulling out some food out of my bag to give to this big black lab. And so when as I'm doing that, guess who walked his ass up? The little white poodle. The little white poodle walks up, and he gets the attention of the big black lab. And so they start doing some kind of dance around this tree. And I'm like, what? I don't speak dog Latin. I don't know what the hell. But I can sense that the little white poodle is trying to get the big black lab's attention. Now, these are two boy dogs. And after this, it was clear that the black lab was not interested in whatever the poodle was talking about. And so as he's walking away from the poodle to come back to me to get the food, the little white poodle is jumping up on the big black lab trying to hump him. Now, the black lab ain't for this. The black lab is like, get off me. And it's clear that he doesn't like it. Again, I don't speak dog Latin, but it was clear the black lab wasn't into this. Like, okay, we two boys, get the hell on. He's trying to get food. Now, I'm scared to give the black lab food because I know he ain't into this. That's right, I don't speak dog Latin. He's putting the dog food, or I'm putting the dog food down, and I'm scared to do that because I know as soon as I put this dog food down, the white poodle is going to be all up in the black lab's ass. And I'm like, okay, so I give the white poodle some food too. I'm giving both of them food. The white poodle ain't interested in no food. He wants some ass. That's all he wants. Now, at this point, I'm laughing, right? I'm laughing because I'm understanding, because the black lab is constantly snapping at the white poodle. Now, every time he turns around, he's like growling, like, I told your ass, I don't want you on me. And this black lab is really, it's clear. And now, by this time, the black lab is sitting down trying to eat. And let me tell you something, this poodle is like, the black lab is like 2 to 3 times the size of the white poodle. This poodle is humping the black lab in his rib cage, being very disrespectful. And every time the black lab turns around and snaps at him like, I'm ready to chew your damn head off, the poodle like, doing that little stupid ish that he did at the bus station. Now it became clear to me why he got his damn head chewed off at the bus station. He's a disrespectful dog. This dog has made it clear, as many times as he made it clear, I don't want you humping on me. This poodle is still doing it. Evidently, he did the same thing to the dog at the bus station. And that's why he got his ass chewed. Now, I would have been kicking on, because I had some issues with the big dog at the bus station, because I'm like, you asshole, why'd you do that? But no, it was an energy. I'm just trying to tell you, this is how energies work. So I'm looking at something, and I'm immediately wanting to attack the big dog. That wasn't happenstance what happened to that poodle. That wasn't. And I'm telling you, that's how all of these energies are. I never would have thought I would ever understood what the hell went on between the poodle and that dog at the bus station. But I saw it. I saw it. I already knew the laws were real. But the universe had to remind me, hey, Diva, this how you know. I'm telling you that because that is an instance where they don't have no government. Because only thing that would have happened is they would have been trying to put the big dog to sleep. If we didn't know what the hell happened, we just would have seen, oh, the big dog beat up on the little dog. When the truth is, the little dog is an asshole. And he's disrespectful. Energies, they always come back to you. And that's what you need to understand when I'm talking about coming out of this lower law, this matrix, and going into your sovereignty. If you're doing things like that and you're being a disrespectful asshole to people out here in this matrix, or excuse me, out here who are other sovereigns, you ain't gonna just go to jail. Ain't gonna be no jail for you. You could lose your life out here messing around. You must walk with integrity. You must have respect. If you don't have that, really, some of the things that I've told you, you could really do harm to other people. And this is why I really go over the universal laws, and I'm very, a proponent of you learning them before you're really going into walking as a sovereign. Because if you don't, you could lose your life. All right. Let me go into the Maxims of Law. And if you all have any questions, please put them in the segment here so I can get to them. And I want to thank all of you all who have donated to get in part 2 of this session 5. Once again, we're going to go into the universal laws there. We're going to go into some contract writing and the maxims of law as well. But I'm going to go into depth on the contract writing and show you how to write your contracts and what needs to be included in them to make them on point, to make them courts, baby. I told y'all last week we write courts. We send out courts to people. So we bring the court to us. All right? And we're going to show you, exactly how to write them and why they're so powerful. All right? So now let me get into the maxims of law. Now, for those of you all who have not pulled them down, please go and pull down the maxims of the hierarchy of laws, and they show you where the maxims are, because when we're talking about the maxims of law, we're talking about those laws known as God's laws, those laws that come directly from the Bible. All right. Why are these laws so important? Because again, when you look at the hierarchy of law, you'll see the universal laws, you'll see the natural laws, laws of nature, and then you'll see maxims of law. Those are known as God's law. They come directly from the Bible. The reason why they're so important is because every law that you know that has been written, whether it be in the Constitution or the UCC codes or these code statutes and ordinances that these little corporations put out, all of them are derived from the laws of Maxim. They're derived from the Bible. And when you get down here into these corporations, their code, statutes, and ordinances are specifically created to take away your God-given rights. The maxims of law are rights that are given to you by God. Under these corporations, these are specifically created to take away your God-given rights. And you have to understand what the maxims of law are, because they stand over these laws down here. These are the ones you want to be representing. Not these code. You don't have to keep going through these code statutes and ordinances, and this code says this and this statute. Who the hell cares when I'm standing under what God says? Because this trumps anything down here. This right here trumps anything down here. So this is why it's important to understand what they are, where they come from, why they're important. All right? Now, let's understand this. When we go into a court of law, and I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again, because some of y'all are not paying attention. When you go into a court of quote-unquote law, y'all better understand this. This is their courts, like this, the United States Corporation, their courts sit under here. This is where the maxims of law sit. Yup. I'm going to pull it up just for that, because I got my rig in play. Pay attention. Pay attention. All right. I got my rig. Yeah. Yes, the rig. All right. Y'all see this? Let me zoom in on this thing. Hierarchy of laws. All right. So now, one of the things that I'm gonna go to the top of this this deal here. Hierarchy of laws. I want to look at these first three: universal laws, natural laws, laws of Maxim, and understanding why they're so important. All right. Again, rights given to you by God. Now, I was going over this. The corporation sits down here. All right, this is the federal government right here with these federal codes, the UCC codes and all that. This is United States Corporation right here under corporation. Now, you got to understand that when you write your contracts, you are right up here, contract law. Look at where they are. Look, hold on. Let me go back up here. Laws of Maxim. Look at where laws of Maxim is in comparison to Constitution. To the hell, I can't even fit it on the page. Look at this. Corporations all the way down here. Laws of Maxim all the way up here. Y'all got to understand what I'm getting to. When these people bring you into their court, this is where they're bringing you right here, all the way down here. You are sovereign all the way up here, and you put yourself by consent into their corporations all the way down here. Y'all seeing this? You consent to being a dead, fictitious entity because you call yourself a citizen. Why is that important? Because when you understand these laws, and these laws of Maxim, and they bring you into their courts all the way down here, they have to respect those laws. They have to respect the laws. And so when you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God, and you swearing on this Bible, all those laws that are laws of Maxim, they come from this Bible. You're swearing on that. They're swearing on that. And so, first of all, you shouldn't be in their lower courts in the first place. But let's say some of y'all bump your head and you forget that you're not supposed to be in their courts in the first place. You want to be standing on the maxims of law. All the way up here. Not some, you're not going in there to be trying to argue, well, I wasn't speeding that much. I was only going 5 miles per hour over the speed limit, so he should have forgiven me. When you know who you are, you know a code, statute, and ordinance doesn't even apply to you. As a servant, what did God say? I mean, some of y'all need to slow down. You do, because y'all just ridiculous on the streets. However, those code, statutes, and ordinance, that's not ordained by God. That is what God said. So it doesn't apply to you. And again, see, I'm giving y'all, this is esoteric information because some of y'all, again, y'all disrespectful buttholes. Y'all do things and you're not respecting other people. That's why these laws come into order, because some of y'all don't deserve, because you're not respecting other people. You don't deserve these, quote unquote, these rights because you don't have any respect. That's why there are governments. There are governments because people are disrespectful. There are governments because people think that they can get away with doing things and nobody sees them because they think nobody sees them. You're always being seen. You always. Universe sees everything. You are the universe. If you see it, that's the only person who needs to see it. And you know, you all are spraying energies all over the place and you're not understanding that you're the one who's doing it. That's why there are laws. Once you come into integrity, you won't have to worry about a lower law. You don't have to worry about a government because you will be self-governed. When you're not self-governed, the universe must put things into play for balance. She's got to balance the books. When you learn how to balance your own books, you don't have to worry about a lower government. You don't. So, maxims of law. If you find yourself in a court of law, which they are not courts of law, not nary one of these things they call a court of. Anytime it say of, you know it's a corporation anyway. Under Dun and Bradstreet that you can go and look up and see that it ain't a true governmental agency. What the hell is you doing in there? You in there because you don't know how to stand as a sovereign. You don't know how to write contracts. You don't know how to create your own courts. And that's what we're going to learn how to do. Create your own court. That's what we do when we write contracts. We are creating courts that are true governmental agencies. All right? Yeah. So if you're in a court, I'm going to just finish this up and then I'm going to go on to contract writing. All right. If you find yourself in a court, all right, what you would do is you would stand on the universal laws. You're not going to be arguing about, actually you would be standing on the laws of Maxim. Because it's going to be about what God said. They done told you to swear to tell the truth, so help you God. Well, then you need to wait, so help me God. Yeah, well, you told me, you telling me I can't have a cell phone in my hand while I'm driving, and you're going to charge me because I'm not wearing my seatbelt? Well, what did God say? God said, I got the right What do you mean I can't have, I got to have a governmental documentation when I travel? God didn't say that I had to have a governmental ID when I travel. That's not what God said. As a matter of fact, God said I'm free to rule go on the planet as I will, as I desire. I mean, what do you mean telling me that I have to sign this ticket? This ticket is a contract. The Maxims of Law clearly says that you cannot force me into a contract. That's what that's what God said. I'm not going to argue with you about this, Lord. Here's the question. The question becomes, if God said this and your law says that, who's right? Are you right or God? Is God right? Because they have to swear on these oaths, and because they have to take an oath, if they ever say that their law stands above God's, we got a problem. We got a problem. And they ain't going to say that. And you need to know how to stand on the hierarchy of law as well. This document that I keep showing you, you need to learn how to stand on that. If God said this and your code, statute, and ordinance says that, are you telling me that your code, statute, and ordinance stands above what God says? They ain't going to say that. They lose all their power then because they made an oath. This is why the maxims of law are so important and so powerful. And they can be used instead of using these lower laws. So y'all talking about the Constitution. The Constitution said this. The treaty said that. Going back to the rig. I'm going back to the rig. Going back to the rig. All right. What? Here we go. What? Y'all talking about, when you're talking about a constitution is down here. Look at what Constitution is. Look at where laws of maxim are. Why y'all keep standing on that? A treaty is right here. Why you keep standing on that when you got all these laws here that give you all the protection you need? Now, I'm going to tell you, sometimes I will use these. I'm not going to lie to you. I love the federal codes because they support the laws of maxim. Federal codes are down here. They support the laws of maxim. And all of these federal codes stand above anything dealing with the corporation. But at the end of the day, this law of maxim, that's the highest of laws. And I say they come from the Bible, but let me tell y'all something. You can write your own Bible because you're a God. Boy, I'm telling y'all some esoteric stuff. Ooh, y'all not getting this. Some of y'all are not getting this. Some of y'all are not getting this, but that's okay. Some of y'all not supposed to get it. You're not supposed to hear. Y'all don't have eyes to see. But for those of you all who do, let me tell you something. If you get out here and you are not walking with integrity, you will get yourself in a world of trouble that you're going to wish you was back up under the United States Corporation. You're going to wish. So I tell you, at this time, make sure your integrity is on point. Otherwise, you will hurt yourself worse than you ever could. All right? Let's get into this. Halo, Kelvin, Venus, if y'all have any questions, put them down there. I'm going to go into contract writing. And then, once again, I'm going to go in depth in this on UNA University. But if you have not put in your donation for the UNA University, go ahead and put that in now. UNA University, divalerie.com, DIVALYRI, DIV to the A, LYRI.com. Put it in there and make sure you send your confirmation to UNA America so we can get you into that part 2 of the advanced class, the more advanced class, the esoteric knowledge for those of you all who want to go in depth into contract writing. Now, let's understand this. Last week I went over the administrative process, all right? The administrative process is where you are taking the court to someone. You're creating your own court and you're taking the court to them. The first step in the administrative process, for those of y'all who didn't get it, y'all write it down. Write it down. This is how you sue somebody. What y'all ain't writing this down? This is a lawsuit. All of y'all want to go to court. You don't have to go to their court. Let me go back to the rig, because y'all gonna get this. Y'all gonna get this today. All right. As a sovereign, so we got the laws of Maxim. As a sovereign, you have the ability and the authority to write your own contracts. That's dealing with contract law. All right. Look at what happens when you write your own contracts. Where does it stand? Here's the contract law. I got to go all the way down here to get to corporation. Contract law, corporations. Your contracts stand above anything dealing with the corporation. Are y'all getting this? Y'all awake? Y'all getting this? All right. Get it? Write it down. Administrative process. All right. In the administrative process, the first step is the private contract. Private contract. That's the contract we're getting ready to go over. All right. And all the elements that go with it. The second step is notice of fault. This is the second step. A notice of fault. That is another private contract. Third step is a notice of default. That is another private contract. Fourth step is a public court. Now, for those of us who know how to create our own public court, because I went over that, it's called a court of records. You can create your own public court. UNA has its own public court. UNA has its own Bible. UNA has its own treaty. You can create that for yourself. That's what we teach people here. We're talking about creating a nation. We ain't talking about no dang on status correction, which I told y'all last week what the status was. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about being sovereign. We're talking about a nation, because you understand when you create your own corporation, your own nation, rather, it stands above their corporation. It stands above anything that was done inside of their corporation. All right? So, those are the four things that we're dealing with when we're talking about a administrative process. This is how you sue somebody. These are the same steps that they have been doing when they sue you. When they take away your house, when they take away your car, when they take away your pensions plans, and they take away your payment and your checks, they're suing you. They're not true governmental agencies. They're suing you. And we're going to learn how to flip the script. We're going to flip the script. And we're going to sue them back. That's where we are. But at the same time, with this information, y'all better walk with integrity. Walk with integrity. All right? So now, let us get into this. What does the contract look like? All right? Now, I'm going to go into depth in this in part 2, but I'm going to tell you some things about this contract. Because remember, when we're writing a contract, it's not just a contract. This is a court. This is a set of laws. This is a trust. All right? We're writing as sovereigns. We're writing as gods. And what we say is and must be. We're writing courts. We're creating them. And we're stating laws. All right? So now, when we write a contract, and I'm going to go through some things that we need to keep in mind. All my people know they need to have some registered mail labels. They all know they need to have some $1 stamps. And get you some 3-cent stamps as well. We carry those because we become postmasters. Y'all ain't y'all ain't getting how. Okay, I keep it going. I hope y'all taking notes. All right. We always, when we're sending out our documents, we're always going to have 3 witnesses. All right. I'm going to go over what those 3 witnesses are. And in the advanced session, I'm going to actually go over what goes in each, or how we pull these witnesses into our courts. Okay. Witness number 1. Witness number 1 is the United States Post Office itself. For those of y'all who don't know, that is the federal government. For those of y'all who don't know, look up the UPU, United Postal Union. That is the federal government. That's the one who is over every corporation on this planet that we know of on this planet. If they got a post office and they receive mail, that's the UPU. That's the UPU. United Postal Union. That is the federal government. Take notes. Look it up. All right. So that's the first witness, the United States Post Office. How do we do that? With a registered mail label. All right. Those things are very important. That's why they're going to try to block you from getting them. Get them! Okay, where you got to go? Oh, my brother, Atum. Look up Atum because he helps with that. That's his company provides stickers and labels and stamps and things like that. So y'all hit Atum up, ATUM. All right. So that's the first witness. The second witness is your agent. Your agent. Who's your agent? Preferably somebody who does not live with you. All right. You want your agent to be someone who does not live with you. Why? Why do we have an agent? Because we don't want this your word against my word stuff. We don't want that. Well, no, I didn't do that and you didn't do that. I sent you the mail back because when we tell them to send us mail back in 10 days, damn it, you got 10 days. And when you don't send it back in 10 days, we're going to have our agent there, recognizing and acknowledging the fact that you didn't respond within 10 days. Why is 10 days so important? Because when you don't respond, you have agreed by tacit assent. Look it up. TACIT, assent, or tacit agreement. Look it up. All right. So you have agreed to this, and we have an agent. We have a witness to show that you didn't respond within the time frame that you were given. That means you have awarded me everything that I want in that contract that I sent you. Right? Number 3, the third witness is going to be a notary. Now, you can use a notary. We're kind of moving away from their notaries and finding ways that we have other notaries that you can use as well. But this is a court-appointed witness, one of their people. And y'all got to understand, these notaries have more power than judges. The notary has more power than judges. I'll say it again. The notary has more power than judges. They can do weddings, marriages. They can, they can be a part of your court. They can be a judge of your court. And they are a judge on your court. They become the magistrate on your court. Remember, these documents, when you put that notary on there, they become a magistrate. And you are the judge when you know to use your $1 stamps. Yes. So your notary would be your magistrate. And you would be the judge or the tribunal when you put that stamp on your documents. We've talked about that. We're going to go into detail in part 2. We're going to go into detail in part 2. So make sure you all put your donations in there, and y'all make sure y'all show my sisters a lot of love, show UNA a lot of love as you are sending in your donations and wanting to get into the session. All right. Let me see if I have any points. Thank you, The Rock Elbe. Let's see. Am I going to help those close to me to become one? Lisa, yes, that's the purpose. Listen, I'm putting out this information because I want y'all to help yourself and to help other people. I'm not here to do it all for you. I have a government. Yes, you can have your own government. Mine is more of a love mint. I call mine a love mint. But I'm trying to help you because, you need to help other people. I'm not trying to do this by myself. All right. I want you all to have the knowledge, and I'm trying to give it to you in such a way that you are responsible with it. Listen, I need y'all to understand something. We have been here before, where we were in this place, this negative place where we had all of these laws on us we're still under these negative laws. And I'm trying to get y'all to understand all of these laws that I know of. I'm sure there's something even higher than the universal laws, but I need y'all to get the universal laws because as you go up in the ranks, what you have to understand is you have a level of integrity. We lapsed integrity. Remember, we're spirits here. We're spirits. All this stuff we're seeing is just spiritual energies that we're seeing. And I'm going through these lower laws, and because we're just gonna have fun playing them. As you learn the higher laws, this gonna just become a game because that's all it is. It's just a game. When y'all upset about the mortgage company and you upset about, your baby daddy and you upset about this other, universal laws, get them down and all this stuff just becomes a game and you can have fun with it. All right. I'm going through this because I want you to know, you're becoming a notary. All right, Lisa. Post office agent, notary. Yeah. So those are the three, the post office, the agent, and the notary. Thank you, Kenny. Walk with integrity. That's right, June. May. Sal. All right. Shay. Y'all talking about Valerie. Where you at? We're going to sue everybody. Listen up, y'all. Listen. I told you. You are not a victim. You and Valerie and Shay, y'all talking about y'all gonna sue everybody. If y'all go back and listen to the session, part 2 of what I did last week, I gave you some really valuable information. Now I'm going to give you a saying since I was talking about the Maxims of Law. I need y'all to pay attention because I know this is hard. Listen, I know this is hard. But this is another saying coming from the Bible. All right. Vengeance is mine, saith what? Tell me. Vengeance is mine, saith. Now, I'm going to tell y'all why this is important. We are not victims. I know we feel like that. I know that this is just energies. What I'm trying to tell you is when you understand that we have put out energies to bring about everything that is coming to us, we have. And I know it's hard to just, let somebody do whatever. But what we have to remember as we go, I understand, go after them. That's fine. But make sure your energies are right when you go after these people. Make sure that you have checked yourself. Because what you have to understand is when we spend so much time looking in the past and trying to be angry and negative and fight these people, we lose focus of what's in the future. Because if we walk forward, we're going to find our peace and happiness. Y'all understanding? I know you want to get these people. Understand, whatever energy they put out on you, it's got to come back to them. The universe is not going to allow them to put that energy on you and not come back. It has to come back on them. What you have to remember is if you're focusing so much energy on this negative side, you're going to have a hard time getting to the wealth and the riches that await you because you've put out all of this negative energy. All right? I understand. I've been there. I've got people who I want to stop. I want to get in them. break a foot off. But I got to watch my energies and the way that I put them out. I know they're going to get what they're supposed to get, and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do and let the universe talk to me. However, I'm really focused on this positive side, all right? And I want y'all to keep that in mind. Instead of you look, when you're choosing your battles, all right? Everybody just choose your battles wisely. Don't stay focused on this, because all of this paradise is ahead of you. You can't get to it if you're stuck over here in the past, okay? All right. With that being said, I want y'all to know I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all in UNA University. UNA University. All right. Don't forget, Monday nights, Divas Court. All right. I'll see y'all there. I got some prizes to give away. Last week we gave away over $300 some worth of gifts and prizes, and we had over $3 billion worth of fun, and I gave away the information priceless. All right, so I hope y'all are getting it. I'm trying to give you all some really heavy information, but it comes with a price. All right, when you all are getting these gifts, these are gifts that I'm able to give to you. With all of these gifts, you got a lot of responsibility coming to you when you use them. Make sure you use them with integrity. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I thank you all for listening. I'm going to see y'all in the UNA University. Peace. I love y'all. I'm out. Bye-bye.